Afternoon, folks.
Yeah.
Hi, and welcome from the Caravan with me, John Lebon.
And me, Gavin Donaldson.
We're in the posh Caravan today. The other one over there, the window's blown out. We were going to do it in there, but there's a what sort of birds in the nest?
There's a couple of reasons we didn't, because it's mid-November.
Yeah.
It's 10 degrees. It's pissing down. There's no windows. And like John says, there's a bird in there nesting as well. And we're both shitbags, so yeah.
We're going to get it done up though for B&B season. So if you're interested, just send the page a message and we'll fire that on. But speaking of the bad weather, Gavin's got his La List here, climate change conference.
There's a reason for it being like this, John, in November. Yeah. Who's heard of rain in November? I mean, come on. Autumn was never like this when I was a kid. Well, sunny.
They do that climate meet every year, don't they? And we always take the piss out of it. And they're in the Amazon this year, and they've taken out, is it 8 miles worth of Amazon to make a runway for private jets to talk about how to make the weather better? Like, it's just insane, isn't it?
Just hypocrisy in that it.
Keir Starmer's had 33 flights since he took over his office, private flights, I think.
Nuts, and that's just Keir Starmer as well. It's mental. I am warming to the theory like that. It's a hoax. It's a load of bullshit, because I think Bill Gates has come out recently and said about the environmental.
I don't know if it. I think they're just weather changes, and anything that
that's
people
what it
can
is.
make money on it.
Yeah.
They're just like. They can't sort out homelessness. Now they're going to sort out the weather. I just can't imagine it. Like, so.
Yeah. It's not man-made is the thing, like you say. It's cyclical, isn't it? We don't know what the Earth does over millions of years, or we've got an idea, obviously geologists and stuff, but it happens. Ice ages happen, weather changes. Just because it's changed from now in the last 100 years, it doesn't mean it's man-made. It's mental.
Well, I can remember when I grew up, it was going to be an ice age when we were in school.
Yeah.
And we were going to run out of oil. That was always the crack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're running out of oil. We're going
That's
to be
why
an ice
you wore
age.
that big naff jacket, didn't you?
And then it went on to it was global warming.
Yeah.
And then they swapped that to climate change. So no matter what the weather is now, like, that's climate change. So they're just covering all bases. Like when your mum said, but it's either going to rain or stay fine. It's one of them days, you're like, you've covered all bases. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Didn't add in, it might snow because it was mid-July.
Yeah.
Otherwise you would have. And they're over there. The Brazilian Grand Prix on today as well. I guarantee most of them will be out watching that.
Yeah.
And Prince William's there.
Yeah.
He's talking about, if you can't relate to Prince William, who can you relate to?
He has to warm up a castle, which I can't imagine is good for climate change. You know what I mean? Like, these people have multiple homes, they're having to warm them up, use private jets. It's like having a vegan convention at KFC, isn't it? Like, like
inviting a carnivore to be your keynote speaker.
Yeah.
I find it absolutely nuts. On a lighter note, the masturbation world record's been broken.
You've done well.
10 hours, apparently. So you no longer hold that record, John, I'm afraid. Just before you get that in.
Does that mean, like, he just done it constantly for 10 hours, or was he, like, going in between? I don't understand.
Constantly for 10 hours, apparently, yeah.
Who watches that? So did Guinness Book of Records have to go and watch that?
That's the mental thing, isn't it? Because we've talked about Guinness records in the past, about the guy who put the cream eggs up his bum and stuff like that, and you think, who from Guinness adjudicates this? They must have a department in the basement or something, be like, Dave, we've got a weird one coming up. He's like, aye, I'm into that, like... I'll come and watch that. A masturbate-a-thon.
Well, the thing is, though, it's like when Bonnie Blue said, I slept with 1,000 people, and people like that. Like, I don't, like, you could just say now, broke that record 11 hours, and I think people would believe you. Imagine that. I broke it again, mate.
Because there's a bit of truth in it, maybe. Honestly, the only quote I liked, what Lado said was, he had a picture of Rachel Reeves handy, and he said that's the only good thing she's done so far in this parliament. He's getting through that 10 hours. Came in really, really handy.
The internet's good when people, like, when it's comical, like Rachel Reeves, like, people keep making memes like, oh, it's a battle of Hastings, that's why we're having to put taxes up. It's really gone with the economy. And
Yeah. Blame it on the Luftwaffe. What? William the Conqueror and all that sort of things. I think they're absolutely gold. I added one to that list I thought was quite funny. Cheddar Man. It might go over some people's heads.
What's Cheddar Man?
So Cheddar Man was like 9 million BC.
Oh, right,
so millions of years old. Is like the oldest skeleton we've ever found. And I thought, should we be blaming him next for his bad money management skills?
I love as well with digital ID. They keep pushing digital ID down.
Yeah.
I think that's why they're letting like criminals out of jails and that, because that'll be another thing. Like digital ID, we get it sorted.
Yeah.
Because according to Keir Starmer, it's going to sort out immigration.
Yeah.
Workers, bring back Woolworths. I seen someone said that. Digital ID is just going to sort everything. Apparently, according to Keir Starmer.
It's nuts, isn't it? People don't realise, like you've said for a long time, it's going to be a social credit system. Yeah. It's a precursor to that, isn't it? And because they're so flawed, the arguments for it, that digital ID will stop immigration. So these unscrupulous employers who are already employing migrants to deliver or do whatever job they're doing, I assume they've not asked for a national insurance number now. So bringing this ID card in, they're not going to suddenly have a change of heart and say, "Where's your ID card, daft lad?" You know, they're not. It's going to carry on. So what is the reason?
It's
to track us.
Well, it's just more control, isn't it? We're heading towards communism slowly but surely.
Yeah, absolutely.
People call it socialism. It's communism. It always goes that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
People always say, they haven't done socialism right. And you're like, it's just how it goes. You give people power, they'll take power, don't they? Like, it's just corrupts everyone. Yeah.
Well, it is almost happening now. He said about people will be held to account. People break the law, you know, will face justice. Angela Rayner dodged tax. She got a payout from the government. She'll have an MP's pension despite only being, you know, a member of the cabinet for less than a year.
And ginger. She's
ginger. Just, you know, it's diversity gone mad. But so there was her, Rachel Reeves, obviously on a second home, whatever that one was, and you just think, like you say, the thing about communism is, we're the ones who all have to share.
Yeah.
They don't. That's why you've got oligarchs in Russia, because you have the top people who are billionaires and everyone else are the ones who
they're getting rid of middle class. In England, you're just getting rid of that middle class. You're just going to have super rich and skint, aren't you? Like, because people on dole and that are nearly a level of people who work on low paid jobs, aren't they? So like that's going that way, isn't it? Like that's getting like a level there. She's going to tax it again, isn't she? The next thing. And you're just a bit like, okay, now.
It's just mental. I think that the plan is, bankrupt. Well, the country is bankrupt.
100 billion or something rent. Like, remember when they said they had a 20 billion black hole? That's like tripled in a year or something.
But the money we give to other countries, and you know, if there's been a hurricane or what's happened in Jamaica, help them. If we can help them, a first world country, fair enough, we're in debt. Help them. It's just a human thing to do. Why are we giving Pakistan hundreds of billions? Why are we giving people who don't like us money?
No,
it's all what they call it. The mafia used to do it with the money, washing,
money laundering.
It's all money laundering.
Well, they give
to
sell contracts. So, like, we're giving Pakistan £100,000. I'm going to give it to this company to sort it out. They'll have shares in that company,
Absolutely.
It's all like, if you look where the money goes, follow where the money goes. Like, it's like Ukraine. They don't give them £100 billion. We make our own arms. And then they're in debt to that money, aren't they? So we've just paid ourselves to give them.
Who own the big defence contracts and everything else. It's never for humanitarian reasons. And if people think it is, you're very naive. It's all about strategy. That's why we've had all the conflicts in the Middle East, because there's one commodity in the Middle East that we wanted control of, is oil. You know, although he's going to go into Venezuela soon as well, because they've got a lot of.
Well, they went down socialism route. That's why they've all left.
Yeah.
I think it was Venezuela.
It's mental. But then you get the virtue signalers, don't you, John? So who was in the news recently saying that billionaires should be giving the money away?
Oh, but Billie Eilish. I think that's because someone had quoted Billie Eilish and saying, like, she was going, there shouldn't be any billionaires, just give that money away. And someone had commented saying, you're charging your cheapest ticket's like £160 or something like that. Why don't you charge nothing? Because she's a millionaire, isn't she? Like, it's, It's just so...
Again, just hypocrites, isn't it?
You've got these people like climate change T-shirts hanging out of private jets. Like that. Climate change, guys. And you're like, my God. I'm sure it was Lady Gaga or something like that. You're like, not a very good message, is it?
They're all, like you said, they're just virtue signalling, aren't they? If they really meant it and they wanted to have an impact, she would do free gigs. But she doesn't make any money then, so she's not going to do it because she's full of shit.
Yeah, no, I love people virtue signaling online. It's like when there's a tragedy, and like I love when politicians like say it's time of unity, hearts go out them. And you're like, do they just copy and paste this every time there's a problem? Like, I just send that out for us.
It's the same every time, isn't it? And you just know the liars, they can't be trusted, and it's just a strange world that we live in.
We've been doing a few of them sketches of like modern soaps these days, and like
Equality Street. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check out the sketches.
But you look at TV now, like Netflix have brought out a Second World War drama. Have a look at it, and it's,
I love war dramas.
I do.
To get on that.
I seen it, and I thought, I'll be all over this. It's about the first black female squadron in America,
right?
And they come to England to sort out the post.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like
the backlog of post. So that's what the program based. Like, no, I'm not being thinking normally like Saving Private Ryan, its front lines and stuff like that. Like, I haven't watched it, but I can't imagine it being like that.
Riveting.
No,
not at all.
Sarah's got a paper cut and she's still going on. Brenda's got a bad knee. She's still putting that post out. You know what I mean? I just can't like. I think if you start to do things about the post,
I think it's a great thing. Obviously, a lot of the black men, black women were in logistics.
Yeah.
That's what helped in Normandy and fighting through, Europe. They kept the army moving. They were doing all the logistics. Shine a light on it. Absolutely fantastic, and so they should. But women in the postal service, who's given a budget to someone to say, here, make a war drama?
We want an RAF, we want front lines.
Just from the point that, who's going to watch that shite?
If you get into that level, maybe
it's just a message, isn't it?
Maybe move on to a different war. Like if you run out of stories, what's it going to be like? Bin men next, won't it? Like he just carried on getting the bins,
the blitz.
Yeah,
Try to get to a bin and there's just rubble everywhere. Like
try being a bin man when this is going on. Like
fuck you, Corey. Yeah. But there's so much of it, isn't there? And we've got children in need coming up.
All charities now, I feel dead bad because what you should do if you want to give to a charity, it's always better when it's just a local person, like someone you know or something doing it for them, isn't it? Oh, you're trying to raise money for a lad who's got something wrong or something like that.
Yeah.
But these big corporations, next time you think, I'm going to give money to this charity, look where the wages go in that charity. Sometimes the CEO of the company is getting like £800,000.
Oh, yeah.
And if you put £1 in, 8% going towards just wages and stuff. And 10%.
Always that fine print, the percentage of your actual pound, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird you should say that because it's a bit strange actually. I didn't realise it was local, but I've been given £4 to an African family now for, I would say, about 5 years. And you didn't know this about me. And I got an update recently and I realised that they've moved to Morecambe because they've been saving them £4 up and they're about to sell a dinghy. So, yeah, they're doing better than we are.
No,
Africa will be helping us soon, let's be honest.
Well, I can remember there was an old joke, wasn't there, saying like, for £2 a month, you can help out an African family to have running water. Do you want to help? And like, no, I want to change my tariff to theirs. Like £2 a month. Get running water in my house. You know what I mean? That's sort of cash. I'm sure it was Don Wood. I can't remember who it was who done that joke, but it was class.
That's fantastic, isn't it? Elon Musk. Are we talking about him? So we've talked about virtue signalers. He's not a virtue signaler at all. I don't mind Elon, but I do have an issue with, and I'm not a communist. Don't get upset that I'm a socialist or a communist. But capitalism's the only system that works. It's just broken.
With socialists,
because of stuff
like NHS and stuff like that. You want socialist aspects.
It's happy medium, like we always say. Because one thing I don't agree with is someone getting $1 trillion salary when other people can't afford to feed the kids.
Well, that's the thing. With all in situations, we only look up.
Yeah.
So, like, you're miles better off than someone in Africa. I think you should
100%.
give your money to that. But you're like, oh, no, I want to. And it's people who aren't charitable when they're skinned won't be charitable when they're rich.
No, they're not.
So it's just sort of, I think it's in different people, isn't it, how they act and things. But £1 billion.
And it is. It's,
so how much money has he got now then?
That's what you've got. So he's a trillionaire. Well, he hasn't got it, and people probably write in comments that he's not getting given £1 trillion.
If he goes to the bank machine, does that come up?
I don't think the screen will be big enough.
I can't imagine Elon going to check his bank account, but I can imagine if Elon Musk just went and just like, oh, do you want to check your account? Yes, I do. Someone behind you in the queue, like, what the fuck?
Printing off, he can't see it on the screen yet, so he's printing off his statement. And I get dead thing. I get sick of waiting. when people at the thing, and his is just going beep 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 beep. beep.
First, when you're beating an old fella or something, like I get my old lad's money out the bank for him because he can't get it out. But I was stuck behind someone old fella, and you're just like, it's a 15-minute job, like that. On with the glasses and that, like 1, 2, and because they take that long, it starts again because time's out. So there's a start again. You're like, oh, I feel like saying, I feel like doing this for you, but you're gonna think I'm robbing you.
But when you go, straight away. It's going to come up with, do you want a receipt? Do you want to check your balance? And straight away, I'm waiting to say, no, just give us my money. I don't want to see my balance or I won't be taking any money out.
No.
Yeah. But they do, don't they? And you think, anticipate what it's doing. But maybe we should slow down. I don't know. But
I can remember when you used to be skint when I was younger and trying to buy 10 cans. And I can remember going to check my balance to see if there was a tenner in, because you can't get less than a tenner out, can you? Remember when you were younger, you keep your bank account up with a quid, didn't you? Like, I can't take that last quid out because I've got to keep my bank account open.
We were both banked with like a local building society, didn't we? So we couldn't take 10 quid out of a cash machine, but we were going to play snooker once. And this is a height of scruffiness. I went in, I think it was like £3.76 to play snooker. And I think I had 4 quid in my account. So we withdrew £3.76. Just scruffs.
Local building societies, though, are the best place to save your money because they're never up and you can never get it out. Like, honestly, Cumberland, they're up on like Tuesday, Thursday, and they'll have a dinner between 2 and 4, and you're like, I'll have a look at I'll go to the building society and try and get your money out.
Have a look at the open hours.
Been trying to put a check in for about 3 months. It's going to run out. Every time we go, they're either having dinner or not open.
You're having to post it through the letterbox with a note.
You can just put this through. I'm thinking of other skin stories.
Well, you used to as well, didn't you? So I've always been bad with money, and
you always got more money than me, but you're absolutely horrendous with it. Weren't you?
I've always been well paid. I used to do every paper out. So we're from a little town called Egremont in West Cumbria. I used to do every paper round in the town. At one time, I was getting up at 5 in the morning. Yeah. I'd earned 25 quid. I mean, it was slave labour, to be honest. But 25 quid for a 14-year-old who walked around in Slazenger clothes and Mercury trainers. I felt like a millionaire, but it'd be gone like that. And that's a good thing now. They're on about introducing like fiscal money management, mortgages into schools. But I get it. And I'm all for it. And you've talked about this in the past, that they should do stuff like that. The only problem is, we're just going to learn them now that there's nothing to aspire to do or to get because nobody can afford it. When these kids get up, they're not going to be able to afford it.
No.
It's just, all they're going to do now is realise quicker that they're fighting a losing battle, to be honest. It's awful.
I do it in my stand-up. The stuff you learn in school isn't really valuable for when you get older, is it?
Photosynthesis?
No. I mean, like, you get to school and, like, they were like, oh, right, we're going to do about Shakespeare. Like, I haven't really leaned into my Shakespeare knowledge in the real world, like going on building sites. Not that I was ever on building sites. I was actually for a year.
Oh, well, what you were. Playing and pissing that up, weren't you?
Oh, I've got one of the ones on the side.
Yeah. Speak for yourself, John. Obviously, doesn't do his crosswords and arrow words like I do. Honestly, that you make a proper good point, because definitely Shakespeare and stuff like that. The only time I've ever needed to use it, and I can't because I wasn't interested, so I didn't learn it. But because I am a proper nerd and I do these crosswords and arrow words, they're always in them. Yeah. But that is the only place I've ever seen anyone would need to use it.
The 90s though in school was miles harsher. Like I do stand up now. How much harsher was their childhood than like kids these days? Like when we were growing up, like when we used to do a test in school, what they'd do, they'd go highest mark to lowest. So they'd dish it out from the highest mark right down to the lowest. And at the end, if it was the same person again, they'd be like, oh, you again. You're like, this is good, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like
I feel like you're leaning into
no.
To give them an example about my history coursework here.
I just mean like these days, like kids, everything's a bit nicer for them, isn't it? Like I just can't imagine like. You hear like kids saying, "Oh, it's a lot harder." It's harder for them. Social media and stuff.
It's character building. Oh. Being on the end of some of those, well, both of us. I can remember getting kicked out of a lesson, and we were doing history, weren't we? We'd done our coursework. I laughed at John. I thought he'd done his on a raffle ticket, and it was going to be awful. I put all this effort in, loads of diagrams, going on, banging on about it, and then the teacher, it got down to me and John out of the whole class. She gave John his, and I swear to God, I know he went through the roof. Got kicked out,
You had a file about that thing, didn't you? I just did it 10 minutes before the lesson because you got a detention if you didn't do anything for it.
And what did Miss Shepherd say at the time?
Gavin, it all looks nice, but it doesn't make any sense. I just absolutely fuming. I was going like that.
Yeah. I was a bit of an arsehole. I nearly hit someone. I was like just fuming. Yeah. So I wasn't allowed back in the class for a good couple of months.
Well, I've just had a barbie recently. We're talking about like schools and that, like in the future and things. Like the one I went to, where your Nyla goes, isn't it? Bookwell. It's maybe like, but when I went, it was shocking. Like I thought it was horrendous. But apparently, it's decent now, isn't it?
It's one of the best. Yeah, has been for a long time, and it is really, really good. Because I have same issue with the curriculum. Learn people life skills, or do like Finland does. Why do 6-year-olds have to be in school? Learn basic maths. Learn how to read,
forest and stuff, how to read and write. It's about social, like how to be around other kids and things.
They've started doing all this now. She does like what they call forest school, so they are bringing stuff like that in and they do stuff. But you don't have to, like you say, photosynthesis and what happens when we knock a Bunsen burner on and put a bit of wood near it. Obviously, you can tell I didn't stick it.
I was just going to say.
But I mean, some of the stuff's just. You don't need it. If you know your level, and people know your level by the time you're 8, 9, I would say, you're going to be in the services, you're going to be a mechanic, you're going to need to learn how to fill out a pip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get it done.
Imagine that, like going to a 12-year-old, like, this is how you fill out your job centre for. This is going to benefit you. And if you're claiming for 4 kids, this is what you need. Imagine that. Imagine how harsh that would be on life.
Have you heard of the 2-child benefit cap? Well, you will do soon.
Put some on the end of it after you've had your first 2. Spread them out. Like, that's actually quite good. Like, imagine if you'd done that.
But we're laughing, and it is mental. And
I'd have been in that fucking. I'd have been on there.
Yeah.
I can remember once pretending I was asleep at playtime in the field. Playtime. So, everyone had went in, I was just pretending I was asleep on the floor, and they started ringing the bell, and I was still pretending I was asleep. So they get the headmaster, he come, grabbed us, and I had to apologise in every class for pretending I was asleep on the grass.
You'll have hated that running with the teachers.
It was a nightmare.
Because I mean, he was thick, but he wasn't a bad lad.
Yeah.
Whereas I was thick and a bad lad. Oh, not when it come to PE though. We were good at PE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Jocks.
You didn't do much so in like primary school, or did you really? The problem with primary school, you just sat there and they just talked at you for too long. I used to just get bored. I'd be like, oh, where are the cupboards from? Oh, I wonder how much that cost. And then they'd be like, John, who's Henry VIII's third wife? Like, who are we talking about? Do you know what I mean? That big fat ginger guy, I don't know.
Who the fuck's Henry VIII?
I wouldn't even know what subject on. I remember doing hearing test in primary school.
What, a hearing test?
Yeah, just because I would so like switch off.
Oh, so they got you checked, aye?
Yeah, because they'd just talk at you, and it'd just be like Simpsons, you know, and you're like, oh. And then next minute they're like, John, and you're like, not a clue. Not a clue. Don't even know what we're talking about. Because secondary school was all right, because there was a lot more interacting than that. But
well, history, we were kind of similar, to be fair, weren't we? PE, history, loved history. I didn't mind geography a little bit as well, in English, because I like reading and write. I didn't mind that, but I think, like you say, it's the way you're taught. It's that kind of, I speak, you listen. Not everyone assimilates information the same way.
Well, you don't think, do you? It's like a memory test school.
Yeah,
so that's
it's not critical thinking.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you should be taught how to think, not what to think. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people. That's why you get a lot of numpties like myself and people like that end up on their own businesses. Because you're thinking different than everyone else.
Yeah.
So that's why
you haven't been indoctrinated and conditioned just to be, see black and white, but not between the lines.
Yeah. No, it
is a lot better though. Like you say, when
it couldn't be any worse.
When your little one gets up and she's going to school, I notice with mine that this is a lot better schooling than it used to be.
Yeah.
And it is getting better, but it's got a long way to go. Maybe me and John will join the PTA in a couple of years. It's what we're going to do. Oh my God.
I'll have to change my daughter's second name though. She was wanting to get in that school. They'll be like, oh no. I remember about 30 years ago we had a bit of a nightmare with this guy. Worst thing is my 2 older brothers have both got like, I think 6 degrees between them. I didn't even get a GCSE.
You must have got one in maths though, did you?
No, I failed PE.
Did you?
Miss Cook
You're the best at PE.
Yeah, but the written side of it.
Oh,
Miss Cook was absolutely fuming. I got a rugby league question wrong. How many tackles is there? I put 5. It was fifth and last. 6, isn't it? But when you play rugby, it's always like fifth and last. So I just thought fifth and last, that's the last one. But fifth and last means 6, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does, yeah.
Yeah, that's an absolute nightmare.
I never done GCSE PE where I should have as well, because obviously I was one of the better ones at stuff like that, but I done GMVQ, didn't I?
Yeah.
We used to just get to go for pies and stuff down the street.
That's for the special kids, wasn't it? Kids that need that little bit more help.
I can remember going in thinking they'd sold this, Gavin, we think you'd be perfect for GMVQ. It was, honestly, and they sold it and you can do this, and a bit like a Duke of Edinburgh kind of thing, like great on your CV that you've done GMVQ. I went in, there was a couple of me and other...
All the window lickers were there, weren't
yeah,
there?
a couple more cretins. Went in, it was just like a holding cell. It was like, right, you've got 2 hours, don't cause havoc. And you're like, so is this a lesson? Do we do anything? They're like... Why don't you go down get something from Greg's on bait time? And you're like, this is just 2 hours of my time. This is just a placeholder.
Yeah. What else have you got on there?
We've kind of touched on labour, haven't we? And
it's just too depressing even to talk about, isn't it? Really, that's why we do them videos about it, to get some part of abuse, though.
Yeah.
Jesus,
we've been called worse than shit.
Yeah. I really like these videos, and then they just went political, and they've always got a Labour banner on or something like that. And then you're like, we did how many we killed Stop Oil. I think we stopped Stop Oil with them videos.
Yeah,
because they were like thinging, and like it was definitely working with the government or an arm of the government, wasn't it? Because no one else would be allowed to sit on the road sticking themselves out. Would they?
If we done that now and we created our own,
so that.
They'd be rid of us until you'd be fined, wouldn't you, as a public nuisance or something like that?
I was banned off LinkedIn, Facebook, and everything for lockdown, wasn't it? And that's all against Tory government, the lockdowns and stuff. So like, it was never like we don't pick a party. It's just if they're doing shocking.
Yeah, it's just because they're in power, like you say. We've done ones with Rishi Sunak and stuff like that.
Rishi old slag, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So if you look back, we're just.
Yeah. Equal opportunity when it comes to taking the piss.
Yeah. And they shouldn't, if anything, they open themselves up to it. And whoever gets in next, hopefully Zach Polanski, which isn't my one, by the way, but imagine the content we're going to have if Zach Polanski gets in. You know,
he says you can hypnotise women to make the tits bigger.
Yeah. And you can't because I've tried it.
I've tried staring at them. I've tried...
what are you trying to do? I'm not a creep. Just trying to hypnotise you.
It's one of them now, though. Everyone's just like, I think people are just sick of politics because you've got the internet now. You just know they're all awful.
Yeah,
like Labour and Tories are just the same thing.
They're all self-serving arseholes. You've got to be a type of person to do that sort of work for me. And I think there probably is good people who try and get into it, but they just become corrupted. I imagine they're not like you and me. Or the majority are
good guys.
Aren't
good guys?
Just saving the world with sketches. but you put any of them in charge. You could put any of them parties in charge of the Sahara Desert, and there'd be no sun left in 5 years because they're just.
I keep getting time ups on my Facebook from COVID times.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, remember how many graphs and that I was whacking on nearly every day. It just keeps popping up. But one come up the other day, and that got me. I'm sure it was banged off Facebook or LinkedIn, like for quite a lengthy bit.
Right.
It was the World Health Organization or a thing, and no one had died of flu for 2 years.
Well, they didn't.
Oh, what's that mean? So there was like a massive gap in the thing, and I just put on like joking, saying, "No, it must have went on older. Flu's gone on older for 18 months or something like that." Banned off. LinkedIn. I'm sure it was that. I
don't know where you're going with this, John, because it was. I found it mental that we had the pandemic, and I did find it a bit suspicious that we didn't have any flu deaths for 2 years. But what are you trying to say? That they'd rolled them into the pandemic deaths.
So I think a few got
no
rolled.
wonder you got banned off.
Well, people keep saying like conspiracies 37 normal and narrative nil because it just keeps turning out to be. It's like the weather, wasn't it? Everyone was like, "Oh, chemtrails." Or I'm not saying the chemtrails, but they are affecting the weather.
Every decade they've done something where they've been proven right, haven't they? It's not even decades. It's literally monthly at the moment.
What do you think about the conspiracy about Macron's wife being a fella? Obama's wife being a fella.
Because there's a couple, isn't there?
Ladder from Ukraine being gay, And I don't know. I just saw.
I see what you're saying. Gays are taking over the world, right? No, this shadow cabal of gays.
That woman from America, Candice Owens, keeps banging on about it. I just seen a video the other day. And
I thought you were going to say she was a man as well. I say she's a very good looking man. I like Candice Owens. I don't know. I've not really thought
I just seen it popped up and I thought, I've never seen that before. I didn't know if that was like a thing these days.
But when Macron's wife hit him, I don't know if you've seen that video coming off a jet. She like hits him, doesn't she?
Right.
She had a pretty meaty hand. It was a good crack like. Not that women can't hit. Let's not get onto domestic abuse, so try and keep it light-hearted. Yeah. We'll probably do a sketch on something instead. I don't know. Honestly, this sounds really outlandish, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these people in power and everything else are aliens. And people maybe laugh at it, whatever, but I just think it's almost like we're in a farm or like a zoo. Like there's normal man, and you just don't know. I'm not naive to think there's nothing supernatural or weird and wonderful going on.
I reckon aliens put us here. We're just like a hamster box for them.
Yeah.
So that's why you never have nuclear fights around, because no. And they just talk to the top ones like, we're not having any of this. Do whatever other bit you want.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
What's them Enochs, or what is it? Them race of people that were obsessed with gold or something. They reckon they were like aliens and they used humans to get the gold for them.
Ah, right.
Something like that. I watch it.
Well, there's all sorts. Lost Civilizations, Graham Hancock stuff, and I'm a big believer in that. I think we probably did get that technologically advanced millions of years ago. We probably killed ourselves, which we're kind of doing again now.
It's like the pyramids. You look at the pyramids. Look into the pyramids. There's no way they were doing that with like bits of string and things like that. It'd be hard to make a pyramid now with the equipment we've got now. So there's no way they were just pulling them up with slaves and things like that.
What's more fascinating is the fact that they align to constellations and different things. Not even making them. It's the fact that what are they? Why are they doing that? They're not just a tomb. Who builds it?
Well, we didn't
like the Queen that much. We haven't built her a pyramid. Although I've gone right off her. After harbouring two sons like hers, to be fair.
Prince Andrew, he's had his house taken off him and a title, and apparently people are like, oh, that's harsh. Normally sex offenders go to jail. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it's that harsh. I think he's got off pretty lightly there, hasn't he? And apparently, I think it was leaked, he's not allowed to babysit any kids.
Oh, yeah,
William and Harry said no.
Yeah. But he was pestering them to do it, though, so he was keen as well, yeah.
Always offering to play spin the bottle. Come on, let's play. Uncle Andrew's first.
Oh, God. It's horrible, isn't it?
You can't beat the old pedo, can you? Nothing says innocent like, what was it, the £12 million payoff to someone you've never met.
Yeah. And that's why his mum's gone down in my estimations as well, because I'm not a royalist at all. I just think, in this day and age, like you say, with poverty in first world countries, why have you got one family? That are just born into that sort of privilege.
If they just paid themselves, like the money they make themselves, just keep that. But they shouldn't be getting a wage.
No.
And it goes up every year, doesn't it?
Oh, it's mental. It's the money we spend as well on, and they say they make a lot of money, but it's just a principle for me. I just think some people have got nothing. There's people, like you say, this year, and again, getting a bit more serious, but it is food or heating for them.
Yeah.
And you've got these people who are so privileged and then being hypocrites talking, with Prince William talking about environmental issues and stuff like that. And you just think, you're a lizard.
You can't heat 2 castles, 4 homes and have a staff and fly private jets and have them conversations, can you? You're out of them conversations. It's like rich people telling like poor people how to spend the cash. Like, you should stretch that 20 quid. You're like,
I see all these investing ones. I seen one the other day. I thought it was brilliant. Someone, you can either spend 10 quid a week on lottery tickets and potentially win, a couple of million, or you could invest 10 quid a week and in 50 years you'll have something like 500 grand. And I thought, it's all right, eh? And I thought, he's speaking to the common man, like you say, because a lot of them don't. They're like, oh, why don't you invest 100 grand? You're like, who the fuck's got 100 grand spare?
I hate them. I hate them people who talk about buying houses. What you need to do, 100 grand down, buy the house, put 50 grand in, do it up, and then sell it on for 200 grand, you'll make yourself 50. And like, you sat there and you're watching a video like, where do I get the 100 grand as a start? Like, where does that come from?
Yeah.
I like that.
But then they tell you, you never use your own money, you get it debt.
Yeah, well, you can only lend so much, and it's like, I don't know. There's a few of them house people that are dead good online. I think it was Jamie York was good. I watched him. He was really good. But a few of them,
a lot of them are just charlatans. It's money and clicks.
They don't
and
even buy houses themselves.
No.
It's like them millionaires people tell you how to become rich, but they've never created a company.
No. Well, there's a guy who does it, isn't there? He was big on TikTok. I can't remember what his name was, but all the comments under all his videos are, why do you never show us anything? So he'd talk about money and everything else, and he would just do clips. So he didn't do a podcast. You've probably seen him. So that's what they were saying, like, show who's on your podcast. So just have the camera on him for the clip, making this thing. It was just him.
There's loads of them doing.
It's just him, they're not talking to anyone.
Did like philosophical like speech, and you're like, who's he talking to there?
And people say, we've never seen anyone that you're talking to around.
It's entrepreneurs, they're called, aren't they?
Is that what it is? Yeah.
They're just you'll see them. They'll pop up on your timeline, just leaning against a Lamborghini with a cigar. You want this lifestyle, and then getting on a private jet with a lass.
Yeah.
Do my course, and you're like, why would you do that course? Like, he's not told you how he made his money, how you're going to make the money, and then I think they just do like drop shifting and stuff like that.
It's because people
desperate,
need that hope. They're desperate, and I feel so sorry for them.
Well, you're in Andrew Tate's world, aren't you? With people have been taking photos of Gavin's hands like that on the sketches, but it's just comfortable. I can remember someone doing it with mine, and I thought it's not a conscious effort. But apparently, Gavin's in the Illuminati.
I've been told to do it, and I do it. Yeah.
All seeing eye or whatever it is.
Otherwise, Mossad will be around. Like that. You don't know who I am with the Dickie bow on. If you've seen the bouncer videos, send Mossad round, they'll be going away with bloody noses.
It's same with them digital ID videos where you do, like, it won't be long before them videos you're not allowed to put them on. At the moment, it's all right. Give that a couple of, be like, oh no, because it's just the misinformation going around about digital IDs. We just, because that's what, when they're lying, it's when you're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
So like COVID, you weren't allowed to talk about it. The vaccines, you weren't allowed to talk about it. What else is it? Like anything that with the wars and stuff like
Prince
that.
Prince Andrew.
Poor Andrew. Just being that tower. He's allowed to keep his medals, Prince Andrew, because he earned them.
Oh, did he?
You know how many he's got?
Oh, honestly, well, Edward as well. Was he in the Royal Marines for a week or something like that? And they come out, they've got all these. Oh, it's because the heads are. There's a reason why the heads, for anyone who's in the services, credit to you, but they indoctrinate you with everything. It's always king and country. It has been for years. It's to protect themselves. It's all to protect themselves. They're all heads of different regiments, armies, battalions, whatever they're called. I don't know the terminology. And that's why they get them. And they're conditioned to be like, you can't talk about the Queen. She's using you. She's using you like a tool.
But I mean, it's one thing having your mum giving out the medals. Like, it's like if your dad was football coach, you wouldn't give your son player of the year, would you?
No, you wouldn't. Even if he was, you'd sit him down and say, I'm not going to give you it, just I don't want to be.
You must feel bad giving your son all them medals for I'm going to go on a limb. I don't imagine Andrew got near the front lines.
No, definitely not.
Just the maybe showers. Maybe he did. Maybe he was right in there, like, come on, lads. Andrew gets involved with everyone in the army. Yeah. It's been in that shower.
Great with the kids.
Yeah. The new recruits, he's been in that shower too. That's how much Andrew cares about it.
Come on, boys.
Come on, boys.
Like, yeah. I really think we should drop the recruitment age. Yeah. Andrew, we've had this conversation. Yeah. 16. It's too old. Yeah.
Last one out sleeps with me. I can't just dropping like dead sleazy things in. What's them ones that go camping? The younger lads are cadets.
Oh, Boy Scouts.
But no, what's that?
Oh, Cubs.
Army cadets.
Oh, cadets. Oh, yeah.
Is he head of that?
Probably.
I was going to say,
I don't know if he's head, but he's always about, apparently. Given head.
Uncle Andrew doesn't sweat. I'll show you why. Like that. Do you want to put some pants on, Andrew?
Yeah, he's had it all sucked out of him, the fucking horrible get. He's just a despicable human being.
I don't even really know what he's done. I know Lasso, he's definitely done something there. He's ended up killing a cell, hadn't she, or whatever.
It's just, like you say, we just talked about, my issue is the principle around having this family, but then having someone who's on that pedestal, but to act like such an embarrassment and do stuff like this, it just makes it even worse. You know what I mean? You're like, just get rid of him.
I loved Meghan Markle's podcast that she did with that other lad.
Oh, is she doing them? Yeah.
No, just have you not seen the clips as well? Oh my God, you've got to watch it. If you've not seen it, go just put Meghan Markle podcast in a TikTok or something like that. Funniest thing you'll ever see.
Is it good? Yeah.
Oh, it's just awful.
Funny?
No, it's just awful.
Right.
Like last was like, yeah, like that, and then like Meghan's like, I just want to be heard, like that, and she, like honestly, it's unbelievable. The cringe on it. I had to watch it like 3-4. I had to do it in 3-4 takes. I was like, I can't watch anymore. Like
That's
that. Like,
horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're just
they're not
so
around
many strange people.
Not around.
When we talk about normal people, I guess we're talking about working class, lower class, you know, and then, you know, a significant number of people who were upper class as well, who were normal people, but
I like it when classes come together. They used to do programs with it and that, didn't they? You know, like where they'd have thing. I always think that's a good, like...
Yeah, give us a shout if you've seen the Scruffs sketches. Let us know in the comments if you want to see a wife swap Scruffs special. That would be brilliant.
One of my favourite shows from back in the day, and it's never on YouTube, is Fat Families. Like, go back and watch Fat Families. It's like a fat kid answers the door, hello, fatty, where's your mum and dad? And you're like, imagine that these days.
It'd be cancelled in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But I did used to love Wife Swap though. There's some battles on that and stuff.
Because they're Asian, I thought it was going to smell like like that last time, that clip, you're like,
what they were going to smell like? That's mental, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly, you watch that, you're like, I can't believe you're on national.
Like, which families in the right mind would be like, and some of them were just ligging about, kids running riot, never had a walk, never do a thing. And lad was like, do you not think your little fella needs his nappy change? Oh, you hoity-toity, stuck up, and you're like, just change your kid's nappy, you mentalist.
Well, back in the day, reality TV, it's like Big Brother and that. They just tried to cause conflict. That's what they wanted to be like. This week on Wife Swap, we've got like the Smiths. They enjoy, they're unemployed and they're going to be matched with the local, like that. And they were racist, weren't they? Something like that. And you're like, oh, we're going to put an Asian family with a racist family. That's how they get on. That's how they get on. Like that, wasn't it? Like,
great TV.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You couldn't do it now.
No.
At all. Like, in fact, well, it would have to be diverse, to be fair, wouldn't it? You'd do well to get on it.
Yeah.
You'd be harmony. And who the fuck wants to watch harmony? You want people clashing. You want a bit of decent TV, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what people watch reality TV for people being real.
It's all died off a little bit, that though, because it's all fake, isn't it? I think everyone knows it's sort of fake, isn't it? When it first come out, it's like we were saying about Carl Pilkington. When that first come out, you're like, oh, and now you look back on a few bits like, that's been filmed 3 times, this scene.
So different angles, yeah.
Like, because we do a bit of filming, and now you're like, oh, that's not actually maybe as
I still love Carl Pilkington, though.
Yeah,
if you ever seen this, Carl, don't take it out.
Yeah, no, he's still class, but it just...
You're a legend.
It's like a Deadliest Catch and all that. I think they went down that route of like,
right.
I think that started being a bit more like letting fireworks off on the boat and stuff like that.
I've never watched it. Never watched it.
Never watched Deadliest Catch?
No.
Okay, no.
No.
Never lived. That was early 2000s gold, wasn't it?
I think Prince Andrew was on that as well.
To be fair, a few of the captains got done for that.
Dharma. Is that what it is? Like a true crab, or is it fishing?
Just fishing for crabs. It's the most dangerous job on the planet.
Fishing for crabs?
It's not like down the beach where he's scared. I mean, they're on them boats where, like, it's in the Alaskan, like, waters, isn't it? Like, most deadliest waters and stuff like that. And if you fall overboard, you're only...
So it's not fishing for crabs going out on a Saturday night
and
having unprotected sex?
Definitely not that.
Come here, Cheryl.
That was club reps, wasn't it? So when you look back at them programs, like a Beef Uncovered and that, and you reckon they're like, oh my God, because there's we kids in that now, aren't there? I just want dick tonight.
Honestly.
Imagine having to look back on that.
Well, I seen a thing about, it's called Lana Rhodes or Lana Rhodes or something.
She porn star? That was on the lad thing?
Top porn star, yeah. And she'd said about getting thinged into it. She was skint at 19 and stuff, and she wants all her videos taken offline. And I was kind of, you feel sorry for these people because, again, vulnerable, make a lot of money. And she was a top one. She'll have made millions as well. But then I read how many videos she wants taken down. It was 400. And I thought, well, you could have made that decision after a couple, but you've done 400. And I thought, you kind of got to live with it now.
I don't think people are bothered about that these days. Have you? You've got Bonnie Blue driving around in a bang bus, haven't you?
Is that real? Yeah.
Yeah. She was pulling, like, there's a video of Bonnie Blue just putting petrol in a bang bus, isn't there? Like, how mental would that be? But the guy's like, just driving around, just getting fellas in. When you open,
thankfully, Alana doesn't watch this. I hope. No.
Just wonder when it looks like the Scooby-Doo.
Even if the thing, I wouldn't. Since that meme with the bloke came out, who looks just like her, have you seen it?
Yeah.
So the fella, like, can't look. And to be honest, I don't think she's very attractive. And not only that, I think she's a bit of a meth. Like, I just don't get that. We've talked about it before, haven't we, on the podcast there, and that Lily Phillips and that, and you're like, at least Lana Rhodes, well, they're getting paid well as well, but it's almost like a life choice rather than a career, though, if you know what I mean.
It's just an act, isn't it? It's like she's doing it on camera. She's not doing that off camera and that. It's just like one of them, like...
There'll be a suicide or a lot of self-harm in a couple of years.
I seen imagine the grief Bonnie Blue's kids are going to get at school. God, at school, like, just say your mum has, like, got a new boyfriend. Oh, your mum's a slag, like that. Or just because she got divorced, wasn't it, in school? Imagine Bonnie Blue, like, your mum's... God knows what they're going to say about there.
Mental, eh?
Yeah.
Your mum slept with me dad. Andy's. Andy's.
Your dad slept with your mum slept with a fella's bit one day. It's going to end a lot of arguments in school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Young Blue's going to have a nightmare.
Poor bugger, eh?
Yeah.
Because she's wanting a bit. I think she came out and said she wants a baby, doesn't she?
So we'll find out who the dad was. Imagine that. Imagine DNA trail on that.
Yeah. If we need to boost the economy, which we do, let's get Bonnie Blue pregnant and do a paternity test, because every lab in this country will be inundated.
We've narrowed it down to a town like that. We've got it down. It's someone in Bradford.
Yeah.
In that weekend.
It's someone in Bradford. Yeah. You just have to pick out the one who didn't have special needs or learning difficulties, wouldn't you? What's that interracial thing? More babies.
If you're marrying if you sleep with your relatives.
Yeah.
But NHS come out saying it's good, didn't they? They're saying it's good to sleep with your cousin and stuff like that.
It's first cousins, isn't it? That's, yeah.
And I think that's
they're blood family. Like, you're part of the same tree, you know what I mean?
The thing is, though, it wouldn't be awkward on first date. Because you'll have had Christmases together. You'll know each other. Maybe won't have to change your surname.
Yeah.
So there is benefits.
Oh, there's definitely benefits. Like you said, the worst thing on a date is if you don't click, then things are silence, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, fuck me, this is awkward. I need to get out of here. With your cousin, you reminisce about everything.
Yeah.
When you were in Bath together, when you were like 3-year-old, right the way through.
Remember that first Christmas we had together? Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah. Remember when me auntie, can you stop referring to my mother as your auntie whilst we're going out, please? Like, everybody just, you wouldn't be saying, like, are we nipping around to your mum and dad? You'd be like, are we nipping around Uncle, Auntie Linda's and Uncle Sharon's?
It's just weird, isn't it? It's just
very, very funny.
And then with that virtue signal now, we can't just call it out as weird. Can't just say, like, no, don't do that in this country.
No, why is that? Because everyone does it.
No, just because is it not tied to a religion, I think.
Virtue signalling?
No, it's marrying your cousin.
Oh, right. Oh, potentially, yeah.
Sure it is.
Well, again, I seen something about someone saying about Sharia law on mainstream media the other day. Let slip about something. I don't know who it was.
It's like the guy who presents lingo, follows our thing.
Just, where's your head at? You know, Sharia law, and I only say this because we're on about the first cousin marriage, but the bit that gets me in that is the fact that 60-year-old men can marry children, and then they try and defend it by saying, oh, but they won't touch them until they've had the period. Some kids as young as 7, 8, 9-year-old can have the period. It's just get rid of religion, Christ.
I was going to say, I think it's because they're holding on with the religion. Most people have sort of like took a back seat with it, on majority.
Come into the 20th century and realised, this is wrong, this is weird, this is strange. I didn't ask for your opinion, woman.
Yeah. Well, that used to be Ladon. That was all. I remember Paddy Doherty on shows. Woman. Remember when he used to say the Travellers or whatever it was.
Yeah, they've got loads of shit. It wasn't keeping her in the cupboard covered up, was he? To be fair.
What they need to do is more Danny Dyer's Hardest Men. Love that.
Yeah.
That was absolutely class.
Yeah.
Like they were some of the best TV. Yeah. Like, who nominates themselves to be a hard man? Like, imagine that. Like, oh, they're looking for hard people. That's me. Like that. You know,
it'd be great if he did another series, but we were in and got on as the bouncers, but he didn't realise we were doing a spoof almost and acting dead hard.
I've just pulled up this Caravan, so digi as fuck here, mate.
All right, Danny lad. Yeah.
I've just knocked 4 people. Oh, it's just knocked 4. Because it's all just word, isn't it? It's literally just what they're saying. I love it. My favourite documentary was on Channel 5, and it was a guy who nicked cars. And he was just like walking around going, remember just spinning around there. And he was like a 50-year-old fella. He lived in a one-bedroom sit with like a gas fire, just him in a gas fire and a bottle of whiskey, talking about how class he wasn't nicking cars when he was young. And it was just like, I bet I'm the only person on the planet watching this. It was class.
But again, it's real life, isn't it? It's. Yeah. But there's nothing better, I don't think, than laughing at people who are more unfortunate. It's maybe just my weird thing. That's all they're designed to do. Like, rich house, poor house.
Yeah.
All that does is either make me laugh or make me cry. And you're like, it's not entertainment. It's like a psychological kind of way, yeah.
Well, rich house, poor house, it's like, I always feel sorry for when they've got kids. Because you know how harsh kids are. Imagine like, oh, we're the poor house. We're on telly this week.
Going back to school. Yeah.
And I don't, like, the kids go somewhere nice for a week. And then at the end of it, like, that's what your life could have been like. If your mum and dad weren't on benefits, get back that shit, I'll go. Like, I don't see what they get out of it. I don't.
No. Just for a week anyways. Like, fair enough, maybe a week of luxury. But like you say, for me, it's not worth it. Because you're giving them a glimpse of, and people maybe argue and say, well, then they'll aspire to do that themselves. And I think, depending on that background, they'd be very lucky to then have what they've got. And people say, oh, but a lot of them are self-made and stuff. And I don't know. I just think, like you said, they do a lot of research and they pick out them families that, oh my God, Heinz Boon's in the cupboard, like, like, oh my God, branded.
They do anything like that. It's always like, you just wonder why they would go on telly, don't you? They must, like, the Channel 5 must have a producer hanging around job centres. Like, how many unemployment programmes can you make? How many shows used to be? There's not as many now, because I think people cotton on, like, they're just laughing at them, aren't they, really?
That's all it was.
Brian and his family are on to survive on a Monster Munch sandwich for tonight.
Skint and stuff. There weren't, like, things trying to shine a torch on issues in society or out like that. It was all for entertainment. And don't get me wrong, I love watching stuff like that, but
Skint was one of the best ones.
Sad. It's sad that the thing Skint. Yeah, Skint was the first kind of one, really, wasn't it? Came out like that.
It's because Jeremy Kyle, that was getting banned, wasn't it? And people just needed the fill of scruffs, weren't they? So they're like, how are we going to get them on TV without being exploitive? Let's make out like that, like that. And
like Jeremy Kyle, they used to get chuffed, didn't they? Like, stopping at a premiere in Manchester. Like,
I put my name down to
I thought I was scruffy.
To be in the crowd of the.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It
finished. It's a massive waiting list for it.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, I thought that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Just going down for that. It's like I watched the documentary on Jerry Springer. How mental was Jerry Springer? Like, there was a guy come on with a hobby horse. Not a hobby horse, like a little
Shetland pony.
Just start snogging it. Because he left his wife for the hobby horse and just necking on with a pony on stage.
Yeah. Jerry Springer was like them daily sport articles, but like on a talk show, wasn't it?
Well, the producers were like showing you how they did it. Like someone ring up saying, I want to marry my sister. Right, we're going to fly you in. We could pick up in a limo. So the weed of the story, they were just getting him in.
Mental.
And like before the show, they're going, you better say all this stuff. Like,
did they tell them?
That's why it didn't used to come out like wrestlers.
Yeah, we've paid you to do this and like, get them dead hyped up and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realise on Jeremy Kyle as well, a lot of the people would come in and they'd be decent, like they'd been shopping at Burton's or Tammy Girl or New Look and stuff like that. And they used to give them a makeover and put them in Slazenger and Mercury and Naff and stuff. Imagine that rocking up and being like, yeah, I've just want to do a DNA test, like my heart's breaking, me kid, and she doesn't know who it was. She slept with another lad at the same time. Yeah, I've got a respectable job. Yeah, you're going to have to take that stuff off because your watch is too fancy. Stuff like that. You'd be like, you're going to have to look a lot scruffier than this, so you're not coming on.
Before we finish, we'll have to mention Christmas as well.
Yeah.
Coming up, not far off. Do you go to the markets? Because every time I go to the markets, I always think, I don't know why I've come to the markets. It's dead expensive. And like, I can remember, I think it was a pint of beer last year at Manchester Markets or a year before. It was like £7.
Is that I thought it would have been more than that, yeah.
I thought, oh my God. You stood there freezing with a sausage sandwich. That's cost you about 15 quid. That's cost you 6 quid. And you're like, awesome. Awesome.
For me, it's more the aesthetic. I like sitting in the little booths, maybe with a thing. Like you say, have a pint, but it just costs a fortune, so it's not worth it now.
Blackpool's the best spot for the markets.
Is it good,
Honestly, and it's miles cheaper, or it feels miles cheaper at Blackpool. And they've got the lights and stuff. Blackpool lights, not lights, markets, I think they were quite good.
Were they?
Yeah, because Manchester's too busy.
I didn't know they had that. Oh, heaving as well, yeah.
I'm not into crowds out like that. And
the stuff, like, I look at some of the stuff, I like all like the handmade, and you're like, that'd be quite nice and thing, but I'm not looking for like a bit of wood with like an acorn on it. Something. Bit of wood with I can appreciate it. It's nice, and then you tie your kick and you maybe ask and say, how much is that your log thing? Be like 80 quid. And you're like, what the fuck? Who's doing this?
Yeah.
Like, no, I won't be going this year because I'm still in debt from the last year. So, yeah. Fuck the Christmas markets.
Well, it just costs a fortune, doesn't it? And like, it's just a crowd. It's like, look at where we're at here. I like being away from folk.
Yeah.
So when you go to spots like that, you're just like, oh God, they're doing that. People bumping into you and stuff like that. I don't know why. I think the older you get, the less you want to be around like loads of folk all the time.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I'd never got why people would like camp out or like be away from folk in caravans and that. Yeah. And then when you get older, you're like, I get it now.
Yeah, you want to be aware, yeah.
Just getting steaming on your own somewhere. Well, not on your own. People's cheers. Just in caravan on your own. Like,
absolute loser.
If you need any older tips, just give us a message. I'll sign off for you. Sounds like the worst trip ever there, doesn't it? Do you want to be in a camp on your own?
You can either camp somewhere on your own and get absolutely blottoed, John reckons, or two, you can go to Blackpool where it's surprisingly cheap for the markets. Not knocking Blackpool, love Blackpool, but it is what it is. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, everyone. We haven't done one for a while, so hopefully we'll start getting them out more often. So
we'll take questions at the next one as well, and we're going to try and do a live if we can get the Wi-Fi done. So we'll see you on the next one.